Welcome to my second lesson on pastel drawing, base color and tone. Hopefully you watched my first video where I showed you to do the face and the hand. And we're going to use the same skin color for the doll's face, peach and the brown. And we're going to also use, for the doll's hair, we're going to use white and yellow. Now the idea is that we're going to lay down a base color of a light color first, and then we're going to put in the tone, and then we'll use the black for the shadow. So really all I need today are these 5 colors: the black, the brown, the peach, the white, and the yellow. So we're going to start with the peach and the brown for the colors, and they will be the base, which is the peach, and we're going to put the peach color just like we did for the face down, and then we'll rub it all in, and making sure that we aren't pushing too hard, and we can just rub that into the face to kind of make it smooth. And then I'll come in with the brown, actually with some paper towel here. I'm going to come in with some paper towel and just put another coat of peach on there. And then I'll come in with the brown, and I'll blend that into the face. Now notice that I'm kind of having a very light touch when I'm putting the pastel in, and when I'm kind of rubbing the tone into the skin. And so that's pretty much it. So I'll erase a little bit of lines, and I'll do the same thing for the arm of the doll. I'll put that peach color down as the base color, and then I'll use the brown as a tone and blend it in, even blending into that black that's in the hand, the shadow of the hand, and the doll arm where they meet. So I'm just going to put some more shadow in for the hand and the doll's arm, and then I'll do exactly the same thing for the leg, where I'll just lay in a base color of peach and just make sure I got enough and blend it in. And then I'll use the tone to the brown as tone and bring in some shadow into the leg. Notice that I'm doing the downside of the leg where it's going to be darker, and that makes the leg a little bit more three-dimensional. Well, once I have the leg done, then I can do a little bit of erasing on the doll's hair. Okay, so I'm going to do the doll's hair with a white and a yellow pastel. The white pastel will be the base color, and I will fill in all of the doll's hair with that white pastel. It will be what I blend the yellow into, and it'll make it quite a bit softer. So I'm just filling that in, and then I'll come in with yellow. And I'm going to follow the contour lines of the braids or the outlines of the braids that I made. And sure, I'm going to use some of the yellow to be strands of the hair, but notice that I'm making my lines follow whatever braid I kind of had outlined. And I'm doing this very lightly. I'm not pushing very hard with the yellow, and I'm certainly not pushing hard when I blend. I just want to blend all that yellow into the white, and then I get that sort of softer blonde look for the yellow. It's not that really rich yellow. Once I have that done, then I'm going to bring in the brown and use it to kind of create some shadows for the braids and the individual strands of the hair. I'm lightly rubbing that in because certainly I want the line to be fairly sharp as it's sort of strands of hair, and I keep blending them in just a little bit. I'm also once again following the contour line of the braid, so I'm not drawing cross-hatching. I'm actually trying to make the strands of the hair follow the braid, and I'll just lightly blend that in. And once I have that done, then I will come in with the black and use it to be shadows between the braids, and certainly shadows between strands of hair as well. So I'm going to lightly do this. I don't want to overdo this. I'm going to lightly blend it just so that it doesn't get too blended and spreads out too far into the yellow and the black, or the yellow and the white. I'll also make sure I shadow between the doll and her dress, the doll's hair and her dress, and I'll put in a few extra shadows into the hair. And then I can use the brown as well to put a little bit more strands of hair, and I'm blending that in very lightly because I still want a very crisp line. And I'll keep on doing that. And then I'll put in shadow where the hand meets the doll's hair. And I want to make that a little bit darker because certainly that's where some shadow would fall, sort of the gap between the doll and the girl's hand. And I'll just blend that into the doll's hair. So that's pretty much what it'll look like. I think I might want to blend a little bit more with the paper towel just to give not as maybe a harsh line, just to soften up the line a little bit. And I can use some of the brown and the black to kind of clean that up a little bit. So there you have it. That's the doll's hair and her skin color. Alright, stay tuned for my next lesson.